like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a not a host. Tell me whatever, and I'll be your chauffeur. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
From the top of the room when I watch her go down, she got me throwing my money up. She got me throwing my money up. I'm spending my money. I'm out of control.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC wildcard weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Hey, team. That's it.
On the ground again with Mixon. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. There he goes. Right sideline. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown on the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes starting off with a throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Man downfield, he's got it. It's worthy. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs start off well to tie things 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Speed left, speed left. Look the hot, look the hot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. They touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about this flag on the field. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. We've set it down from 37.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this fourth down. A 49-yarder in front of him here. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
15. Yellow.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have second down behind the sticks. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Third and 2, Mahomes to throw. Flush out out to his left. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on fourth down. Looks like a design run here for Willis. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Catch is made in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the option, here's Mixon. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's a man downfield. It's Collins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Shotgun now, first round. Escapes the pocket. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on first, and then we go backwards on second. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on third down.
Here he goes, third and long. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offensive line fast. Stroud off the play fake. Forces one through double coverage. Out, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10.
Yellow. First line.
Drive begins with a Walker run. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2. It'll be second down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple minutes to go in our first half. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Check, Bobcat, check. Come on, set, ready.
It's a design run for Willis. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Deputy line, press go, 80.
Throw here, third down. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fair catch called for and made a little shy of midfield.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, let's go. At 18, that's it.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone on first. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Here's Strand again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jeff Jones has got it.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. They will have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Hey, 57, 57.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Jackson's closing in, and they get to him. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
He finds Worthy, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Right back to Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
15 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on.
Think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She see check, she in Vegas. And Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out.